Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome. We're gonna get started at 4:44. Welcome. So I'm just gonna do a quick roll call for your schools. So if you want to pick one person to say here, just say here. My name is Amy Pietro, so I'm here. Barbara Bowman. Here. Hi, Leah. My name is Senior High.
Here.
My name is Educational Center. Here. My name is Grade Center. Bob Graham Education Center. Here. My name is Middle School.
Here.
Okay, perfect. Everyone is present. Next order of business is welcome instructions. So we're just gonna roll around the room and just introduce yourself, say what school you're from, what's your position and so forth. So my name is Haley Pinto. I am the student advisor for the Education Advisory Board with Miami Lakes. And so glad for you guys to all be invited.
Hi, my name is Nikki Laura. I'm Barbara Bowman's SGA president.
Hi, I'm Joey Sanchez. I'm from Miami Lakes Middle School and our elections are still going.
Hi, I'm Renee Mears and I'm part of the legal studies program in my management.
Hi, I'm Daniel Blasco and I'm part of the CEA program. Hi, I'm Annabelle Stopinan. I go to Program Education Center and I'm also part of the CEA program. My name is William D and I'm also part of the CEA program.
My name is Lorenzo Covilla. I go to BGC and I'm also part of the CA.
Hi, my name is Justin Franzen. I go to Bob Graham and. Oh. Well, you should know it. And I'm part of the CA program.
Hey, I'm Cindy Etermendi. I teach at Bob Graham. I'm student council president. But our elections are taking place and I brought my CEA group.
I'm Paswana, I'm from Miami Lakes Middle, my name's Skip Wade, and I'm part of the student council and NDHS program.
I'm Brian Hagan. I'm from Miami Lakes Kids Rate. I'm part of our student council, our MDHS, and all the UNT.
Jada Saavedra, I'm president of Owl Lake, our front club and running for president of the
Hi, I'm Alice Rossi. I'm from Miami Lakes Educational Center and I am the SGA treasurer.
I'm also from Miami Lakes Educational Center. I'm the SGA ambassador. Kyle Perez.
I'm Hector Ramos. I'm the SWAT president and I go to Miami Lakes Middle. Moritz, I'm the student council president at HML.
I'm Mia LaRosa. I'm class of 2027 HML secretary.
I'm Ms. Soto. I'm the chair of the Educational Advisory Board.
My name is Christopher McMahon, and I attend Miami Lakes Middle School, and I'm part of the legal studies program.
My name is Samuel Perez and I attend Miami Lakes Middle and our elections are ongoing.
Hi, my name is George Labrador and I am from Miami Lakes Middle School and I'm in the legal studies program.
Perfect. Well, thank you and welcome everyone. Now we're gonna move on to items to discuss. So first up is the educational/volunteer registry. So this was an idea that was from our former student member, Maritza Costa, that was brought up at, I believe, the last student representative meeting. Basically what this would do is have a system in place where you can volunteer with local businesses and in turn those local businesses can return some items for your club that you guys need, so it can go both ways. If you guys have any ideas of how we could do this, feel free to share. I did have two ideas.
I can share if you want.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll just like break the ice a little bit. So this is a great idea that a lot of students brought up last year of just connecting our local businesses to the schools of the town, or maybe some type of registry, an online database where businesses, organizations can sign up when they need volunteers, and then schools can also sign up to meet those needs. And I feel like this is something that can be expanded a lot, even when it comes to like donations. Maybe schools can also put out what they need in terms of supplies or money, and then businesses can decide to sponsor through this like database.
Yes. I was looking into it and I have two ideas. The first idea was a website, but I did talk to the town liaison, Ao, and she said this would not be possible. But she did say to reach out to another committee, which I will be meeting and attending one of their committee meetings, so I'll let you guys know what they say. But if anyone has anything that they want to input or anything that they want to say regarding that, you can.
So I feel like there, you know how there's the youth summer internship program?
Yes.
How you can sign up for that, how businesses can also sign up for that.
Mhm.
I feel like if we make it something similar to that, especially with the sign up process and like businesses like saying what they need and we can do something similar to that.
Like that, like that. The only thing is that we have to be careful about is that we cannot collect student information, because that is, illegal. So we have to get past that. Instead of a website, we can also do Google Forms. That would also have to be regularly updated and scheduled and just maintained. So that's another idea that we were looking into as well. Does anyone have any questions regarding that?
Who exactly would be running the Google Doc?
That's another thing, it would be, I guess it could be us, or if we could figure out a way, code something like could just do it itself. We can also try that, if you guys have any ideas with that.
When you mean student information, you're just talking about like, are they?
Yeah, like we can't, I don't know, Miss Soto, you wanna, no, okay. It's okay, where it's on a.
But we can't give out student private information as far as like your address, your home phone number, like none of that information, not even your ID number. I mean, in public, it would just be the names we could have it, but that would be it.
Yeah, any other questions, guys?
The thing is, how do you create this? Does anybody have ideas how we can go about creating this and putting this together?
When you spoke to the town, Haley,
Mhm.
I understand they said we can't make our own website, that's
Mhm.
understandable. Did you inquire, this is how I had envisioned it, of it being a registry on the town's website, under the EAB
Yeah,
section?
that's what I'm gonna have a meeting with, I believe it's another committee that they're meeting, up to 3 weeks from now, so I'm gonna bring it up to them and see how they wanna approach this and how we can both collaborate together and if there could be any ideas regarding that to really get this going, because this is a really good idea that it would be really nice to have, because I know some clubs, we can only have so many funds, we try to fundraise, but we also need some help with from our local businesses, and in turn, we can get volunteer hours by volunteering with them, because they need help as well, so it goes hand in hand.
So like PTC, like, I'm just talking to,
As an example.
Yes.
so they'll give us funds for our projects and we'll help them
Exactly.
buy all of you.
They could match, ideally, the way it would work is they would go on either this type of website or link or some sort of device and they would say, oh, this school needs funds, we're gonna pair up with that school.
And that's what the website's for.
Yeah, and you guys, as your school will be able to put, we need funds for this, we need funds for, you know, we list whatever projects you need or whatever. And the town business could then just donate directly.
Where
so-
would they donate?
It would go through everything would kind of go through the website, because the whole point is not to have you going knocking on businesses' doors asking for money. This would directly link the business to you guys and you guys to the business.
Mhm.
So you could also volunteer with them, do get community service hours with them. The problem is how to get it done. We can't do it legally through a website. So we're trying to see if we can do it through another committee or through one of the committees.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But that's just, we're throwing the idea out there, and if you guys think of anything, let us know. If anybody else has anything they want to input or with that topic.
No? Okay, then I guess we'll move on to the next thing. Texting while walking awareness campaign. So our last regularly scheduled meeting, the AAB, we had, Officer Amador, he came up to us with this concern that there are a lot of students who get dropped off and they have to walk to school, right, a little bit, and they're on their phone and not even looking, they're texting on their phone. So this campaign would be, hey, look up, don't text while walking, you're in the street, just be safe. It's honestly just to be safe and have awareness. So what we can do is different things at your schools, just to really get awareness out there, because a lot of kids, they might not necessarily know to like look up, they're always like on their phone and then in the morning, but they have the headphones on, you can't see or hear, and accidents can happen that way. So that's another thing that we'll be working on as well, to really.
Do we want to have every school that's here, maybe you guys within each school, you can create a flyer or a design and then submit it to us? And then we can pick maybe the best design, the board can choose which would be the best design. And then once we get that approved, we can send it out to the school.
Yeah.
So it would, yes, and anybody?
Submitted, like, when we do.
Well, we're gonna create, she's gonna, on the third item here, we're gonna have a bi-monthly regular scheduled Zoom meeting, so you'll be provided with her email address and you would submit to her the design. So if we have every school do it, and then we can vote to see which one we like the best.
Bi-monthly, every 2 months.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
twice a
so
month.
not twice a month, sorry. Every 2 months we'll have a Zoom meeting where we'll discuss some of the topics that we're working on, but we'll give you a deadline to submit that by, yes.
The flyers for walking to school or walking from school?
No, walking in general, when the kids are walking around school, they're not looking up. They're crossing the street on their phones, they're crossing the street with their beats on and they're not paying attention. And we did have one school where a student was hit by a car
Yes.
after school because the student wasn't paying attention when they were crossing. Yes.
And the flyer can be like a mixture of both texting while walking and the headphones.
Yeah, whatever you guys want.
Whatever you guys
You
think it
guys,
would get
yeah.
your peers' attention, that this is a problem, like this is a problem, that we don't want kids to get hit walking around school because they're texting and they're not paying attention to their surroundings. They have no situational awareness,
So,
and we don't want that to happen.
kind of like a random question, but does this like campaign already have a slogan per se, or?
We can make a slogan.
You can
like,
make
school
a-
can have their own
each
slogan.
school can kind of create
There's
a
already created one, so they have the heads up, phones down.
Heads up,
That
phones
phones
down
down
is one
is-
that's been used, but
Yeah.
if you guys think of something different that can be catchy and, you know, that would work for your peers. You know, if you don't, then you could use that same slogan, but we want you to create a flyer of some sort to get information.
Yeah.
And we might even do later on, maybe like, we can have you do like a video, like a PTA, you know, like a
PSA.
PSA, excuse me. To kind of see, and we can play that, and every school can play that in through their classrooms and their news.
Or like an assembly.
Yeah, and that's something you guys can actively be working on as a group, and we'll give you a deadline when we would like to have it by, and you can submit it, and then, like I said, the board can vote, oh, this is the best, this school has the best video and the best flyer. And then a contest, and we'll probably reward you with something, and you'll get recognition, and then that can be put out through all the schools for them to display. Okay, so if we're meeting now in September, I think, what do you think, like a month or two to come up with this, or is a month enough time for you to come up?
So,
with it?
So flyer first, and then we'll look
I think
into.
we can do both. I think we can do both. Yeah.
Okay,
I think
A month is enough time. Is a month enough time for you guys? Right?
for
So
a
let's
flyer
say
and a video.
a flyer and a video.
What would?
It could be a short skit, some sort of skit or
30
something to come up with, or like you speaking to the camera.
No longer than 45 seconds.
Yeah, it should be short, no longer than 45 seconds. It has to be a quick, something that you can put in the announcements.
Yes.
Do you guys need 2 months? If you need 2 months, we can do that.
We may, because we have a lot of events like homecoming, pep rally week that we're all preparing for right now, so it won't be a main focus
So 2
until
months?
after.
And our next meeting is in 2 months anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so listen up, so right now, guys, listen up real quick, excuse me, sorry. So today's September 12th, we're not having another meeting for another 2 months anyway. So let's set the deadline for our next meeting, which would be in November. Is it gonna be the same date more or less as today?
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, we'll
Keep
look
in
into it and
contact.
give you a date, but I would plan maybe like by November 1st, is that okay? So by then, so let's set a deadline for now, November 1st, where you would submit it to Haley. And she'll be sending you, she's gonna create a database anyway for you guys, a group chat.
Yeah, it's a group chat with.
And she'll send you her email and then you'll be emailing it to her. And then again, the board will look at all of these submissions and we'll vote. And then we'll guys let you know who won. So I think that'll be a great thing. So you wanna work on a flyer and you wanna work on a video of no longer than 45 seconds, yeah. And it should say you can either use the same heads up, what is it? I'm sorry.
Heads up.
Heads up, thumbs down, or if you wanna create a new slogan, that would be more fabulous. And we can get the word out in the community. So if your selection is approved, it'll be all over all the schools in the community.
Does anyone have any
And social
ideas,
media.
questions, concerns regarding?
Yes.
You guys said the max was 45 seconds, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It should be a quick message that they can put out through the school news, yeah. And maybe the town can also, well, I'm sure the town will also play it on their Instagram and all of that. I think it'll be a great opportunity.
Anything else regarding that, guys? Okay, moving on to our last item. So bi-monthly regularly scheduled Zoom meetings. So I will be making a group chat with all of you, so we can schedule that. So it'll just be every 2 months, we'll meet once, just follow up on what we discussed. So for example, in 2 months, like we just said, we'll follow up with the educational volunteer registry and the texting while walking awareness campaign. Does anyone have any questions regarding that? And what do you think? We'll discuss that later and then.
Through the group chat, we'll try to come up with what's the best time that works better for you guys, because I know it's hard to have you come here. We wanted you to come here for the first meeting and kind of meet each other.
Mhm.
But the following meetings will be through Zoom, so it's easier. You guys can do it at school, you can do it from home, wherever it's easier for you guys to access these meetings. We would also like that when you come to the next meeting, through Zoom, that you come with questions or concerns, like things that you do you want us to help with, that you think we would be of help to the community? So it's not just us talking, but it should be like a collaborative effort. So I think each school should kind of come with a list of things, like these are ideas that we have, projects we want to do in the community. These are ways we want to help, or these are things that we need help with at our schools. Whichever it is, but we want you to come with a list of things next time to the meeting when you do appear. Because the whole thing is to make this, worthwhile. We don't want to just meet for the sake of meeting, guys. We want to make sure that we're helping your schools and that your schools are helping the town. And everybody's kind of working together, okay?
We actually had a question, like, my, MLEC, like, through our SBA, our NHS, and our, P Club, we wanted to see if there were any extra, like, access service for our specific community, because we oftentimes find ourselves doing drives for places that are further. So is there any way that we could get informed on, like, situations for our specific community?
And we have just the committee for you. So the town has a youth activities task force committee, which we meet once a month, where our next meeting, do we know the date?
The
Yes, we
third
do have the
Thursday,
date.
third Thursday.
It's typically the third Thursday of the month. So our next meeting is, we'll tell you the date right now,
It is the 19th.
the 19th,
a week from now.
a week from now. So it's next Thursday.
How many men coming?
Yes, our first event this month is the
Bike rodeo.
bike rodeo,
That's the flyer right there.
which is the
September
flyer for
28th.
that, September 28th. And then we have after that the Halloween event.
And
So
October
where we
26th.
give candy out to little kids in the community. So, and we need volunteers and we
Scarers.
need,
I got some
yes,
scarers.
yes. We need volunteers and we
I'll
need
volunteer.
candy donations. So if you guys wanna do candy drives at your school, that would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
And if you can bring it in by October, the haunted house will be, I'm gonna give you the date right now. So if you guys, listen up, you can mark your calendar.
Yeah.
October 26th is the haunted house. October 26th is a Saturday. So as long as you guys can bring the candy to us before then, you want it by the 18th, okay, so the candy.
Volunteer.
There should be a link coming up soon to the volunteers through Eventbrite for that event, if you guys wanna volunteer, so that's a great opportunity. The town gives 100 hours to participants, so you're gonna be there all day working that day though. If you're gonna go, it's all day.
And a few days before.
And a few days before, we might have some meetings, so you have to attend all those meetings and that event to get the 100 hours, okay? But we need candy, so if you wanna do candy drives, for example, for that event, it would be perfect. We're also gonna have for on December, the holiday time, we're gonna have a holiday festival. And we're probably also gonna need volunteers and things donated for that as well. So through Youth Activities Task Force, I highly recommend you guys come, you can either watch our meetings through YouTube, or you can come to the meeting. And we do have spots available for students to join. I think it's a great opportunity for you guys to be on our committee. And we would love to work with you. So yeah, that most of our needs are through there, definitely for sure. Yes,
Where would the haunted house take place?
it takes place in the Mary C. Commons, the Veterans Park, A lot of our meetings will be in Mary C. Commons, but it's Veterans Park. Veterans Park is the day of the event. And it's an all-day event. It'll be up on Eventbrite. So Haley can put all this information in the chat that she's gonna do with you guys. So that way you guys know when our meetings are gonna be, when our events are coming
I have
up.
a question.
But we can also have other things, yes.
For the youth activities task force, where do you guys meet?
Here.
Yeah, it'll be, and Haley will put the meeting date in the chat.
Yeah,
So that
feel
she
free to
creates a chat
contact
after
me.
today.
Yeah, feel free to contact me. I'm always available to answer any texts.
Mhm.
So once I make that group chat, I'll obviously like say, hey, I'll just introduce myself so you guys can, always reach out to me.
Yeah, yes.
Can the flyers be shared among other schools in Miami-Dade County?
Yeah, we do. We want to do that. That's what we want to do. The one that we select will be shared through, not just in this community, but we can share it through other kinds of schools, yes.
For the Halloween
And
event,
that will be your task to do.
for the volunteer event, the Halloween event in the town needs almost 100 volunteers
So
or
we
even
need a lot
more.
of volunteers.
Now, to join the youth activities committee, because I saw some heads join, you do have to be a high schooler, but we have a lot of high school seniors graduating this year. So for next year,
There'll be a lot of openings.
from 9th to 12th grade, you could be eligible to be appointed by the mayor or the council to join the committee.
But you can always volunteer,
And you can always come to the meetings
And
too.
you can always come to the meetings and learn about how we run things, what we do. And that way, as soon as an opening is available, if you've been coming to meetings, you're gonna be most likely one of the kids it shows. But that's many keep them.
Yes, but Anyone, anything else on the weekly schedules or meetings?
I'm sorry, I just got one more thing too. Ms. Inguanzo here with the town clerk, she does a collection of food drive in March. And that's another way, and that's done here in town, so you can collect shoes at your school, and that's for the homeless that goes to Camilla's house, but she does it here.
And they'll pick it up at your school.
And they'll pick
Yeah,
it
they
up
bring
at
you
your
the
school.
box. And it's a great day.
Yeah.
Bring you the
Yeah,
boxes.
So there's a lot of opportunities that way to serve, but I think, and if you come up with any ideas of how we can do that, more of that in the community, that's something that when we come to our next meeting, we bring that to the table.
Okay, because
So
we're
we're-
willing to partner like with, because we have like the three clubs between SGA, NHS and Key Club, like we wanna kind of bind those together so we can do bigger drives instead of like small ones with the individual clubs, like if we're all together, sometimes it creates like more.
We need pumpkins too, I think, are we gonna do pumpkins? I think
Yeah, we do need
have to collect
pumpkins.
Pumpkins, so pumpkins are another donation that you can do for that as well, for the Halloween rush. Because again, we're gonna have this town, for the first time, we're gonna have a trunk or treat at the Halloween haunted house thing. I mean, I don't know, have any of you been to the event at Veterans Park? It's pretty cool. So you'll see, and it's free to the community, so, but we need donations. So that would be, if you guys can help with donations, that would be great. Candy and pumpkins.
Okay.
Little pumpkins for the.
And for the high schools, we need a lot of volunteers,
Yeah.
especially because it's the same night as Goldman's homecoming, so a lot of the kids from Goldman can't help.
So if you can
So
get your.
HML and
Tag
Tech, we really
HML.
need we need 100 volunteers. between the two
Definitely,
groups.
like,
Well,
contact us, yeah.
Can middle school kids go?
we can ask, in the past, the town has told us no for liability purposes,
Yeah.
but let me see,
They need to be
let me see what we can
14
do.
or
Yeah, we'll look into it.
Let me-
We'll look into
Eighth
it.
graders.
I know, a little bit older. So what's your question?
The
The pumpkin, we're gonna give you the same deadline for the pumpkins as the candy, so it'll be October 18th. Yes, correct. October 18th.
Anything else? Anyone has anything else? No? Okay, well,
So this is just the foundation, we're setting the foundation today for our meetings, our bi-monthly meetings, which are gonna be again, the next one will be in November. Haley will get all that information out to you, everybody has all the information, do you have any questions for us? But we look forward, right?
Yes,
To a
we do.
very successful year, and we have you guys have a lot of ideas, so let's put them to work, okay? Thank you guys for coming.
Take a picture. Take a picture.
Oh, we
Take
should
a
take a
picture.
picture. We can't take it in the town hall.
See? There's
No, there's a
Budget meeting.
there's a budget meeting going.
Right now?
Well, we have-
oh, meeting at 6. So,
I
I.
go on the chambers real quick and there's.
I'm so sorry.
What? You said the meeting was at 6?
Yeah.
Lorenzo's on it.
Let's go over the town kids real quick so you can take a picture.